Hi everyone, Gemma here, thanks for watching today. And this video was a request from my fellow muckers, or mix-up crafters as you may know them. I'm going to be creating a Showstopper card with an acetate front. So the products I'll be using in today's video is the side panel 5x7 Showstopper mechanism die, the Butterflies Galore stamp and die set, the Sentiment stamp set, and I'm going to be using papers from the Scene paper pad, and I've chosen, bear with me a sec, I've chosen this brightly coloured paper and then this one here. So let me show you how to make it. So I have the large panel die here, and I've die cut that twice in pink cardstock, and this is the little cardstock. I'm just going to reinforce the score lines on this because it just helps to fold it better. So I'm just lining my score lines up to a track and just going through them there. So I'll get all these score lines done and I'll come back to you. So now that I've prepared both of my panels, I folded the one side and I'm going to show you how to do the second side. So with the largest panel here on your right hand side, I'm going to start on the left. So this line here is a mountain fold, so I'm going to help just pinch it in place, and then the next line is a valley fold and help pinch that. Then these lines here are mountain folds, just going to pinch those into place. This line here is a mountain fold also, and then this last line here is a valley. So now that I've got the shaping starting to form, I'm going to slowly fold it together and help it find its shape. And then I'm going to burnish those score lines. So it can be quite fiddly at the start, but once you've done it once or twice, you get used to it then. So I'm going to attach both these panels together. I'm going to use the Collal all-purpose glue. This is a solvent-based glue, and for that reason it really helps to strengthen the card, and it doesn't warp. So I'm just going to place that panel right on the top, line both edges up, check that it falls flat again. There we go, so we've got the base of our card ready to go. So I prepared my mats and layers off camera. So as you can see, I'm going to use the holographic as the mat and the pattern paper as the layer. But before I attach this to the card, I want to add my acetate panels. Now for my sample, I did it slightly different. I had a larger piece of acetate and I scored along this line to match up with a score line on the card. So you could still do that, but I thought this way would be a lot easier. So I have two pieces of just under 4 by 5.5, and sorry if you can't see it, I'm going to add red tape on the top and the bottom, and I'm going to stick that behind this panel so you can't see any of the joins in the acetate. I'm going to do the same to the opposite side. I'll be using collal glue for the holographic cardstock to add the strength, and I'll be using a dry adhesive, probably tape runner or double-sided tape, to attach the pattern paper. So once I've done all that, I'll come back to you. So I just thought I'd show you quickly on how I glue the panel. So as you can see, I have attached red tape to the piece of acetate, and the red tape is facing down. I'm going to thread the piece of acetate behind the panel of the cardstock, and this is the back of the card. I'm just going to take a little bit of the backing off the one end, and I'm holding that up so it doesn't stick down, and I'm gonna line the tape to the edge of the card so that I haven't got any adhesive showing, and once I know that side is completely safe, I'm going to add some pressure to this side, remove the rest of the backing, and add that, and then I'm going to take the backing off this side, she says, if I can get it. There we go, and add pressure on that bit. So then on the front of the card, you can see the panel pops up, so then it will also fold flat for when you put it in your envelope. So that's my both pieces of acetate added there, and I'm going to add the rest of the mats and layers now. I did all my mats and layers, as you can see. I think what I would do differently next time is put the mats and layers on first and then the acetate, because it was a little bit fiddly to get it sort of slotted in. It can be done, as you can see, but when I did my first sample, the acetate was an afterthought, so I put that on last, which made the construction a lot easier. So I just recommend to glue your mats and layers on first and then your acetate panel. So now that that's all prepared, I'm going to finish off the final touches. So I've die cut 2 yellow butterflies, and it's 2 pieces of cardstock, plain yellow at the back and glitter at the front. I've glued the main body and attached them together, but I just want to add a little bit of shaping. And then I've also done the same in pink cardstock, so plain pink on the back and the more detailed piece at the front there in glitter. So I'm going to do exactly the same, just put a little bit of shaping into the wings. So my butterflies are now ready to attach. Now I would advise just to be mindful, if you do want the card to fall flat, as so, you need to attach the butterflies on the outside edge. It means you've still got a little bit of bulk, but the majority is folded flat and the butterflies won't catch on the acetate piece. So I'm just going to use my hot glue to attach the butterflies on the ends here and those 2 there. And then I'm going to add some gems with some quick grab glue. Now ideally it's not recommended to use wet glue on acetate because it hasn't got a porous surface, so you are more of a dry glue to help it stick better, but because the gems will be quite small, and they shouldn't come off unless someone sort of picks at them. So I'm just going to get everything stuck down and I'll come back to you. So I like to place my gems on my project as a dry run to see if I'm happy with the placement, and also to stop me from going overboard, because once I get started sometimes I just can't stop. So I'm relatively happy with the amount that I have on there and the placement. So I'm just going to permanently attach them now. So there's the final card. Just hold it up to the camera a little bit. So I'm really pleased with how it turns out. It does fall flat. I'm trying not to press on it too much because those gems are still drying. Now I've chosen not to add butterflies here, but you could add those, and rather than give them some shaping like I have done here, you could have them flat, so it'll still fold flat. And Sam has made a lovely video showing you how to create a gift bag for these size cards, so I'll link that in the description box below. So thank you for watching today. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment or subscribe. I will list the products used in the description box below, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.